there, it's Jenny Hart with the Jenny Hart team at Keller Williams, here with my fantastic business partner Kyle Snyder with First American Title. We're going to go over a little bit of stats, a little bit of what's different now from past years, and then Kyle's going to talk about a conversation he had with the Colorado Bureau of Investigations regarding various types of fraud. So I came into Kyle's office this morning and I said, what is going on? It feels like the market has come to a screeching halt. That's not the case. We are seeing a little bit higher days on market. So homes aren't selling the first day, as we've been telling you is coming. I think a lot of people are on vacation. We're getting ready for back to school. Very typical for the market to flatten out a little bit in August. But Kyle, what's different this year than years before?
Well, honestly, it's not a whole bunch. Check your Facebook feed. You'll see that all your friends are on vacation. They're going cool places too, like Hawaii and such. I want to go. But so there's taking a break. There's not as much volume at open houses. There's not as many people out there looking for a house on Saturday and Sunday. And so conversely, associated with that, you don't have all the activity that you would expect in a hot summer,
right?
For a hot market. But we decided to take a look back. We went back and pulled my stats from 2008, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18, and just took a look at that and compared it to 2019. And it's kind of interesting. Jenny came up with a really good question that I don't have an answer for. We'll get to that. But in 2008, there was almost identical number of closings through the first half of the year as there is in 2019. Seems a little odd because that was before the mortgage meltdown. The sold volume for the year, so the total sold from January through June, same number. The interesting stuff is the days on market. How would you like to live with 92 days on market? Right. That was the average days on market back in 2008.
We're at half that right now, 48. But it's still feeling very long to some people. And
we have 350 listings on the market. Well, back then we had, that right? 651? So that's a lot more. That's almost double. Yeah. And interestingly, the price was about half. Average price back then, $251,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just about to crack $500,000 these days. So it's interesting how that market has shifted. The perception of value has shifted. It's evolved over time, but we're not growing our sold volume. Not quite sure on why it is. It's stumped us both.
Right. Yeah. We're pondering that. We'll let you know if we figure that one out.
We're going to get back to you. Yes.
So what's going on with fraud?
Well, fraud's pretty interesting. There's a lot of ways that bad guys are trying to get our money from us and siphon it off, and the confidence fraud, where they try to trick you into sending something because they want you to think you're somebody else, like they would impersonate me or you to your clients and tell you to wire money different places. We've got that as an industry, especially as a company, and locally we've got that under control pretty good. We know the steps to take. But the interesting thing that this lady said, and she works for the CBI, she works in the fraud department. And when you have these giant data breaches around the country, like at Target, and Equifax had one, I think Home Depot, a lot of that information that they get isn't actionable right then. They can't just go out and steal your money because there's not enough information there. But they start linking all those data sets together and they start building profiles and databases on us. What that gives you is, Jenny, it looks like you shop here, 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 and here. You use this email address and you have 2 or 3 different passwords you use. So we're going to start poking around to this bank, that bank, this shopping place, and this credit card, and we're going to use that email address and these passwords.
See if it works.
Just check to see if it works. And if it does, we're going to take your money. So, 2 best things to have is multiple passwords. We've heard this. Put a long string in there, use the suggested password. And then another thing is to have the 2-factor authentication. Do you know what that is?
I do.
What does that do?
We have that in my email. So If I log on to my email with a different computer or phone than I normally log into, I get an alert, a text, or an email sent to me saying, hey, was this you? If it is, let us know. We're gonna send you a code to allow you in. It's a pain, but it's good to have.
You got your cell phone on you all the time. Put your cell phone in there as your primary contact and you'll get the text and you'll be able to go right in. Yes, it's a pain, but I think I'd rather do that than lose all my money.
Absolutely. And if you guys want to reach out to me personally, I do have a wire fraud story in a real estate transaction where someone lost $80,000 and never got it back. Very real, does happen. Please make sure if you're buying or selling, you're using a reputable title company. You ask them, what are your procedures and policies around wire fraud? How am I getting my money to you or from you? They should have that ready to go for you, be able to easily explain that, and ask your trusted real estate professional how to protect yourselves as well.
Never blindly believe an email or a link. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't positively know the source. Pick up the phone and say, hey, Jenny, did you send this? Hey, Kyle, did you guys send this to me?
And don't call the number in the email. Call the number you know or Google the phone number before you check.
The one you have in your phone. What is that number?
Right. That's what happened.
Right.
So,
okay.
Alrighty. We'll chat with you guys again next week, and we look forward to a warm weekend. It's going to be over 100 degrees. I don't know if I look forward to that really, but it should be nice. Are you going to golf?
I am. It's going to be hot. Lots of beer. Cooling.
I'll be inside in the
for
air
medicinal
conditioning.
purposes only.
You guys have a good one. Take care.
Thank you.